So, you're thinking about becoming a teacher through an online program, right? And if you are, I'm willing to bet there's one question that's just been dominating your Google searches. It seems so simple, but the answer, well, it isn't just a number you can look up. Let's break down exactly why.
Yep, this is the big one. This is what everybody wants to know, and you're probably hoping for a straightforward answer like 6 months or 2 years. But the truth is, the real answer is so much more personal than that, and honestly, a lot more interesting.
So no, we're not just going to throw a generic timeline at you. Instead, we're going to take this question apart piece by piece so that you can build the answer that is 100% true for you.
All right, let's start with the very first part of that question, the how long. Because, the biggest factor here isn't actually the program, it's you.
I want you to just think for a second about your own life, right now. Are you in a place where you can just dive in and dedicate all your time to this? Or are you like so many others, trying to juggle studying with a job, your family, and, life?
This pretty much sums up the two main ways you can go. You can treat it like a full-time sprint, super intense, all your focus, and you'll get to that finish line way faster. Or you could approach it like a part-time marathon. This way it fits around everything else you've got going on, but it's going to naturally stretch out the timeline. There is no right or wrong answer here, just the one that actually works for your life.
Okay, so that handles the how long factor. But next up, we've got to figure out what we even mean when we say a course, because that one little word can mean a whole bunch of wildly different things.
Seriously, what is it? Is it a whole 4-year degree? Is it some quick certification program you can knock out in a few months? The term is just so broad, and trying to lump everything together is what creates all the confusion in the first place.
Just take a look at these options. A full bachelor's degree, well, that's a multi-year commitment for sure. But a postgraduate certification, if you've already got a degree, that could be just a year or 2. And these alternative fast-track routes are popping up everywhere now, especially with teacher shortages, and they might get you in a classroom in under a year. Then you've got something like a subject-specific endorsement, which could be just a few months. So you see, how long it takes is completely tied to the kind of course you're talking about.
And that brings us to the final piece of the puzzle, the end goal itself, certification. And just like the word course, this means very different things depending on what you actually want to do with your career.
Yeah, getting certified isn't some universal cookie-cutter process. The requirements can change dramatically based on what you want to teach, where you want to teach, and who you want to teach.
This is the question you have to ask yourself, because your answer is going to directly shape how long and how complex your certification journey is going to be.
Think about it. The path to become a certified high school chemistry teacher is going to look totally different from becoming an elementary school teacher. Want a special education certification? That's another layer of requirements. And this part is absolutely crucial. Every single state plays by its own rules. And get this, in some states, you might need a specific course on that state's history just to get certified. One little thing like that can totally change your timeline.
All right, so we've completely taken the original question apart. Now let's put it back together, but in a way that actually works for you. We're going to pivot from looking for some generic answer to building your own personal one.
See what we're doing here? By just flipping the question around like this, you're taking back control. You're not just passively searching for an answer anymore. You're actively investigating to build your own specific path.
And here's your roadmap to do it. It's a really simple 4-step framework. This is going to guide your investigation and get you that concrete answer you've been looking for. First things first, you have to get specific. Don't just say, I want to be a teacher. No, decide, I want to be a middle school history teacher in Texas, or I want to be a kindergarten teacher in California. That kind of clarity is your compass for everything that comes next.
Okay, step 2. You got to take stock of where you're starting from. Do you already have a bachelor's degree? If you do, is it in a subject you actually want to teach? Your education up to this point is your foundation, and it's what determines if you need a whole new degree or maybe just a post-grad program.
Now you can start searching. But see the difference? Instead of just Googling online teaching programs, you're looking for programs that specifically fit your goal from step 1 and your starting point from step 2. This is going to narrow down the options so much and make your research way more effective.
And finally, when you actually start contacting these programs, you're going to be armed with all the right questions. Don't just ask, so how long is the program? Ask them, hey, given that I have a bachelor's in English, how long would your program take to get me certified for high school language arts? And, super important, always ask, what does the timeline look like for a part-time student?
So here we are, right back where we started. with this question. But it looks a little different now, doesn't it? It's not just a simple question with a simple answer anymore. It's a prompt for your own personal investigation.
Because here's the bottom line. The answer isn't something you just find out there. It's something you build. It's based on your goals, your background, and your life. And now you have the framework to go build it.